Enki. Okay? With two well-known celestial objects on the horizon, one must question why the comets Ison and Enki were given those particular names. The word On is associated with the word On, pronounced On, as in Anunnaki, and one of their leaders, Anu. The prefix for Ison would be is, as in Isis, who is the named character in folklore as Inanna, and the Sumerian goddess Ishtar. So, if you separate the word Ison to become IS plus ON, you get Ishtar of the Anunnaki. So that is the meaning of Ison. Okay? Further, the article states that comet Enki is much more obvious to those who have studied the Anunnaki. Enki, as in comet Enki, was a Sumerian god who was later referred to as as in why our planet is called Earth. Enki was a deity of crafts, mischiefs, water, seawater, lake water, intelligence, and creation. Okay? Western sky UFO equals Anunnaki. This is another paragraph I'm starting. Many people are looking toward the western skies at an anomaly we can only call a UFO, as there are no major stars or planets in this particular area of the sky, according to cell phone app SkyEye or Stellarium. Some believe this UFO may possibly be a Pleiadian or Arcturian ship, but it is also possible that it might be the return of the Anunnaki. Alright? As evidence from many reports and videos from all around the globe, this UFO changes color and size and shape. Various sacred geometry shapes can be detected from this UFO, and the colors will change intermittently. In this UFO is the Anunnaki. Expect all governments to ensure that a new star will be placed on Sky, Eye, and Stellarium. Applications to cover up the fact that we are not alone in the galaxy or universe. So apparently this app, Sky Eye and Stellarium, gives you celestial navigation if you download it. I didn't know these two apps existed. Okay, so the article goes on to say, for some people, this will be too much for them to swallow. Others will deny what is happening, but for those who have the capability to look outside the box, all possibilities exist without fear or apprehension. Now, this hasn't been, I don't remember this even being covered. This could have been covered on mainstream media. I'm not sure. I may have just missed it. And when I say mainstream media, I mean television. All right. So, the bottom half of this article, it says that governments rarely tell us the truth and cover up their trails with excuses of the information being confidential or a security risk. So it is quite possible that most governments know about the return of the Anunnaki, yet fear telling the people because it would collapse their economic slave systems and world religion as we know them. So there's plenty of things happening right now around the world that could lead to the suggestion that the Anunnaki has already returned. Okay, now here's a tale about the Anunnaki. So this is the bottom half of this article. In the Sumerian tale, Enki disobeyed his father Anu and loved the human creations. Enki and Anu have been at war ever since this betrayal. Anu was one of the creator gods who manipulated our DNA to make us slave workers who would mine the gold on this planet for the Anunnaki. And then it says, regardless of how this plays out, people are awakening to the tyranny and oppression of all governments and are realizing that our current ways of life are unsustainable through fiat currency and our current economic slave system. Right? So what I'm going to do is post a link to this. And pretty much people are hearing booms and noises in the sky in parts the region of the U.S. today and internationally. And it's possible that governments could already be at war with the Anunnaki, trying to ward them off. So there's a lot of strange things happening. Also, there's been a lot of bright lights in the sky, looking like meteors, could be rockets. One mainstream media saying it was a Chinese rocket. Other mainstream media are saying it was a meteor. So there's a lot of this going on, a lot of rattling of the floor, vibration of the floors, and rattling of the windows, loud boom noises all across the U.S. right now. And some of them have been reported internationally too, as in Canada and UK and other parts of the world. So it's possible that the Anunnaki have already landed, and the governments are keeping it out of mainstream media and not telling average folk because of panic